Bombshell, huh? So this video is going to be about my thoughts on the new Bombshell game, and I'm using Duke Nukem 3D footage, and there is a reason why. And I think some of you guys might not notice about this information that I'm about to tell you guys, but Bombshell was actually supposed to be Duke's sidekick in Duke Nukem Forever, but for some reason she never made it to the final version and was replaced by Dylan. The Duke 3D gameplay, it's been a while, so I definitely had to warm up for the gameplay, and I could have played a bit better in some parts, but like I said, it's been a while since I've touched this game, even though I've been wanting to play this game again, but I just haven't had the time to play it. But I needed to record some Duke 3D for this video. I'm going to start off with the things that I don't like so far, because that trailer, man, it was horrible. It just didn't do any justice. It really feels out of place, and I don't know what Interceptor was thinking, really. I'm happy there's information about the game on the site, and you also have screenshots, which looks colorful. Another thing that bothers me is her looks. I can tell the developers want this female protagonist to be sexy, but that Skrillex look totally kills it. I'm cool with having a tough and sexy female protagonist, but that's not how you do it. I actually hope they do change her look, because I actually was hoping she would look more like Bombshell older looks from previous Duke Nukem Forever builds. But yeah, man, that was quite a downer, and I will explain more about this near at the end of the video. I have to talk about the whole Duke Nukem hashtag they had for this game, and it really did made a lot of Duke fans believing it's the next Duke Nukem game, which I'm sure a lot of those guys were immensely let down. I already knew this game was going to be a Bombshell game from the start. The bomb was quite a giveaway, and I feel like there was a connection to the Duke Nukem universe because of that hashtag on the website before it was officially released. What that means is I was expecting this game to be related to the Duke Nukem universe, but it's not a 100% Duke Nukem game to really get Interceptor out of that lawsuit problem they're having with Gearbox currently. But I guess something like that is still considered to be a Duke Nukem game. I'm not, the type of guy that know how these things work, but even if they had the intention of this game not being a Duke Nukem game, I really think they should have not used that Duke Nukem hashtag, because that was kind of unprofessional, really. It is a shame, really, because there's a lot of things that just feel like this game can be a reasonably spiritual successor to Duke Nukem. The enemies in the screenshots, some of them look like the Assault Trooper. The theme song of this game screams to be a song that could fit for Duke Nukem. The model of the shotgun, and there's also rippers being used in the screenshots. With that said, I do feel like this game can give Duke fans some of that Duke feeling they expect from Duke Nukem, but I watched the interview and it totally got its own thing going on. Like, the main protagonist is supposed to be someone you care about, and she's not like this one-liner action movie hero type of character too. I also think the robotic arm can be an interesting mechanic to the game, since it's basically like an ability, and I would like to see what it could do for the full release of the game. Overall, I'm interested in this game mainly because I guess it's because of me being a Duke Nukem fan. Like, it's cool how Bombshell is actually going to have her own game, but at the same time, I'm not really digging the image of Bombshell, and I was kind of expecting Bombshell to be somewhat more akin to the Duke Nukem variations. It's true she never really had a true introduction to the gaming world, but I'm just not digging this Skrillex looking chick, and I believe it's because I was looking forward to this game, mainly because of Duke Nukem, so it's natural for me to kind of expect some of that quote-unquote Duke feeling, if that kind of makes sense. I want the protagonist to be right and fitting for Duke Nukem. Like, if they ever meet each other, Duke Nukem, he could feel physically attracted to her, but he also likes her personality, and he also, like that she can kick some ass without like even trying, just like Duke Nukem can. And maybe, with that sort of realization for Duke, he'll look at her as like the perfect sidekick. I say this because I feel like a lot of people that were interested in this game were mostly Duke Nukem fans, and even though it's not like, you know, a 100% Duke Nukem game, I still feel like there should kind of be some of that things that can, you know, appeal to Duke fans. And I really think, like, you know, that idea that I just gave could be, you know, pretty cool, since I don't know, man, like, just look at the screenshots. It really does feel like it's taking place in the Duke Nukem world, and there are, like, you know, modifications like the GDF or anything, I mean, or something like that. But I really do feel like this game kind of like feels connected in a Duke Nukem world, and just having that type of change would probably make it feel more authentic, if you would say. Also, why not stay true to the core idea behind Bombshell? She was supposed to be Duke's sidekick after all, and even if this game may not be canon to the Duke Nukem universe, I still think it can make her more likable for most people, especially the Duke fans. There's already so many things that feel Duke Nukem in this game, so you might as well try to bring back some of that characteristics that she was supposed to have in the older builds of Duke Nukem Forever. It's really all about trying to, you know, appeal to the older fans, if that kind of makes sense. For example, id did the right thing with Rage when they really wanted to try to appeal to their older fans, like Doom fans, by having a fun shotgun to use, or even like a BFG variation for the the pulse cannon in Rage. And I feel like Interceptor should really do the same thing, even though I know they didn't, like, you know, make the Duke Nukem game, but then again, a lot of people, including myself, were Duke fans, and we were really interested in how this game was going to be. I really believe that I am not the only one who is, you know, disappointed with her looks, because it just really doesn't feel right. I mean, in one of the comments, in the comment section of the official trailer that is posted on Interceptor's YouTube channel, there are a couple of mentionings that, you know, is this Dyke Nukem or something like that, and I laughed because, yeah, man, she just doesn't really feel like an appealing video game character like Duke Nukem, or even like other female video game characters. And there are a lot of female video game characters that, you know, has that sense of badassery, but they also got the looks too. So overall, everything else about the game, it does look interesting, and I am looking forward to playing it, but they gotta rework the protagonist design.